on the Royalty is Here. And hold on, let me pause this. Royalty is Here, and this is about the hate for bbnomoney. And I haven't watched this yet. This came out when I was at work, and I was like, oh, I'm going to watch this while I'm on stream. So I'm going to wait until I get home. And that's what I did, and that's why we're here for it. So we're going to watch this together. Yes, we are. Why? Because I want to watch it with you guys. So this is The Hate for Your bbnomoney by The Royalty is Here from YouTube. Thank you, everybody.
Hate for specific pieces of music or even artists that make said music has been around for a while, with a key example being Rick Astley's Never Gonna Give You
Never
Up.
gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna roll around and desert you, never gonna make you cry. Damn it, you know, I fucking love this song. I'm sorry, it's like my jam. I know, I fucking love it. I can't help it. It's a fucking good ass song. It's a good meme. I play this to my friends, and I can't say no. They hate it when I play it, when I rickroll them, but you know what? It's worth it.
Primarily hated because the song was used to troll people with the so-called Rickroll, where the first 5 seconds of the song would be played at the victim's inconvenience, usually with it being sent through a link where they were encouraged to click on it, or with it being unexpectedly placed in the middle of a random video. This internet trend and song is probably responsible for causing so much PT.
Rickroll PSD, me in the 2030s when I'm about to open up a link. Ah, the good old times. I'm still gonna do it. As long
for
as it's
those
not
who
scam.
existed on the internet in the early 2000s, and it's probably why most have extreme paranoia when clicking on any YouTube link.
No, the only links I have paranoia for is literally if it's going to track me and scam me. If it's to a YouTube link, I hope it's a Rickroll, because you know I'm gonna laugh on that shit. I hope y'all Rickroll me. That's the one thing I always want. I want someone to Rickroll me. I Rickroll my friends. I want someone to Rickroll me back. And that's what I want. Rickroll me, everybody!
It also meant that one Rick Astley was only mainly known for this one song, despite releasing a variety of other music that were relatively well.
Yeah, Hold Me in Your Arms, I know that one. She Wants to Dance With Me, I know that one. Take Me to Your Heart, I know that one.
Well received, and
dude,
a lot of people hated that song because of its overuse, which apparently even included the singer.
This just happens to be my favorite song because I love annoying people with this one. It's fucking nice.
Himself, as it said he has a complicated relationship with the song. But the hit for specific songs.
What sucks is that from what I have remembered as a kid and growing up and all the rumors and all the, going through the grapevine kind of shit, and, I really don't know a whole lot, but what I do know is that he did have a very he did not like this song because it's what everyone knew him by, and it was like, oh, it's Rick Astley and Never Gonna Give You Up. That's literally the only thing that everyone ever knew him by was Never Gonna Give You Up. It was never for any other songs or any other what his accomplishments for. It was just for that. And it did help him launch his career, but it wasn't the song that helped launch his career. It just happened to catch it at the right time, and everyone was like, you know what? It was literally just one of those joke songs, and that's all what it was. And unfortunately, well, I want to say a joke song, but it became a meme song. When I say it's a joke song, it's like everyone passes around as a meme or as a gimmick, and as we had in the beginning. Oh shit, I need to change my shit over, don't I? Hold on, everybody. But yeah, so as I was saying, it's not like a joke, like it's a funny song. It was just happened to be a meme song that kept getting passed around, and like a lot of people didn't. Not a lot of people. Sorry, he himself didn't really like how that kind of made him famous, kind of shit. And it wasn't what made him famous, but it's what people recognized, they remembered him for. Not only his other songs and other accomplishments. That's what I was trying to get at. So here we go.
To the point where sometimes the creators of said songs share a portion of the hit isn't exactly uncommon.
Hi,
recent examples involve
fine, I'm sorry. bbnomoney doesn't actually like to be called baby or anything when in person, so because it's literally his stage name, so I do apologize.
People like KSI, who made the song Thick of It, released in 2024, which was treated so poorly, I think even the deaf community complained they had ruptured eardrums as a result of it, and KSI was not spared from...
I guess it's a good thing I never heard with it. Damn.
Public
I don't want to go
scrutiny,
deaf.
with many telling him never to make another song again, but in his defense, he did manage to turn the hate around in a way where it benefited him, which
The
primarily
power
came
bullying,
down to
so much hate that everyone started listening to it to see if it's true. And then what happened? He got top 10.
It's baiting people and getting into a public feud with Dan TDM, and
No.
even more recently, as I've witnessed on Instagram Reels, there are people throwing their fecal matter at the VTuber Iron Mouse all of a sudden for a song called Cry For Me,
Which is fucking sucks, sorry for my language, but if you ask for me, if you just don't like a song, move on. Stop trying to like, okay, what they're doing to Iron Mouse and all this for her song for Crying For Me and the trolls, like, bros, stop it. It's already been over like a month. Get your shit together. Drop it. If you don't like a song, oh well, move on. No one's forcing you to listen to it.
Strangely enough, they have only recently started shitting on it due to some controversy surrounding her, because
Which is true, which, like, all because she was uncomfortable with, like, two of the people who, I forget, honestly, their names, because I don't follow them, I don't know who they are, stuff like that, okay? So do forgive me that I don't know who they are. I forget what their names are, but two creators came up and to Iron Mouse, it was at the Twitch Awards, if I'm not mistaken, and they asked her some questions, and one of the questions was, what do you look like in real life? Because Iron Mouse had opened the door to open questions. But in her defense, where she was by herself, after all this kind of thing, she had stated that she was very uncomfortable because she did not know what they were going to do. That's all. Now, they took not Iron Mouse and them, and the two creators, the people who follow the two creators, I would say, I'm not sure if it's all the followers, but at least the majority of them who follow these two creators took that and turned it against Iron Mouse. Best way to sum it up, they've been trolling her and harassing her in the VTuber community, and they not once but twice successfully taken down her song and replaced it with bigotry and a racist song and a link to something. I'll be honest, I don't know what the link is. I don't want to click it because that could be like a virus, or that could be harmful, that could be something. So I would recommend no one to click the link, okay? But from what I do know, the song is back up again. She got 8 million listens to it, so yeah, I'm actually happy. But I do believe it's back down again. So yeah, trolls are literally just being trolls right now.
The song was initially released over 9 months ago with barely any negative feedback, until once again recently where people decided it was so cringe and so bad they actually had to apologize to KSI for shitting on him.
Sorry, that's...
And people took it so far they actually temporarily got her song removed from Spotify, on top of sending a lot of hate her way. And to be honest, being the person that only listens to Childish Gambino, Nuja Bez, Tame Impala, and the Devil May Cry 5 soundtrack,
yes!
I don't think it was that bad of a song, and if you just remove
It's not. It's a really good song too, and it actually helped her in like her VTubing career and everything, and launched her. And it's also a part of her lore story, if I'm not mistaken.
Going wah around the chorus, nobody would have anything to complain about. And Iron Mouse most certainly did not deserve the amount of backlash she received for this song. I'm pretty sure it's getting more hate than that one Kanye song.
Yeah, I think so.
However, with all of these examples, I think there is one person that even more recently has become the internet's new punching bag and has received so much hate that they made a...
Thank you. It was Ray, Asian Boy, and Rakai. Thank you. We're the people. Thank you. But yeah, I really don't know why a lot of people are hating on bbnomoney. I actually like his songs, honestly. I really do. And I'll be honest, I didn't know a bbnomoney until Iron Mouse. And that's when they released the 1-800 song. And then after that, I kept listening to more bbnomoney's music. And I have like a few songs that I really do enjoy listening to. So, but yeah. Is all his songs good? No. The ones I listen to. The other ones, I don't listen to. It's easy. But to me, he's not a bad artist. He's not a bad singer. I like his music. Is he for everybody? No. I get that. But, Dr. Pepper. Ew, but it's Diet Dr. Pepper. You know, I got regular Dr. Pepper. But yeah, no, so I really don't know what the hate is for Baby No Money, honestly, right now. I do know that he made a post saying that if I get over a certain amount of likes or something, or hearts, that I would quit music. And unfortunately, it got like 2 million. And he was going to stop. He said, all right, internet, I listen to you and I'm going to quit. But I don't know if he actually truly did stop, because he released a song 13 days ago called Diamonds Are Forever. So I don't know if that's like actually his like song that he's coming back to singing and back to his career, or if he's actually done. So we're watching this
post where if they received 1 million likes, they would retire from making music, and that post to this day has over 4 million likes.
What the? Okay, my correction. I got corrected. It's at 4 million now. Last I saw, it was at 2 million. Holy crap!
4 times what he was asking for. On top of the plethora of posts of people expressing their opinion that they hear everything from his music to him himself.
No.
I do not like this song. Do not come to my town.
Dude, no,
which has had an effect on said artist as a result. And this artist can't.
But if those all my friends here in stream, I'm sure y'all like will hear me like literally sing Baby No Money's music. Like he pops in, was it not safe for work, and then boom, and of course 1-800 is of course on my list, of course. And now I got Diamonds Are Forever. Once it hits on Spotify, I'm putting that one on my list. Bro, like a lot of them, and 2. I listened to 2 as well. So, you know, and I'm still listening to a bunch of his songs. One I just recently found out was Yes Sir. And I like that one. But yeah, no. So, I get it. His music's not for everybody, but I'm sorry. I think it's really good.
Kind of came out of nowhere before one could say being forced down everyone's throats, being seen almost everywhere with every influencer. But that person and who this video is about is Baby No Money, or Alexander Leon Gumutian, who right now is being treated like the fleshlight of...
As you guys know, I am for the people, and the people have asked me to stop making music. Due to the millions of people begging me to stop, I have made the incredible difficult decision to stop making music for the foreseeable future. Happy holidays, Alex. And bro, I was so upset, honestly. I know I didn't make a post or anything saying, or like, no, Baby Money, it sucks that you are leaving, but please don't listen to the haters. Like, truly, please don't listen to fucking haters, honestly. Spit in those haters' eyes. I know I always say, like, don't listen to haters, and I listen to haters a lot. And I listen to myself, but I won't lie, I was kind of like, what? I just found out about this guy, and to me, your spark has just started, and it's like, you're now just, what? All because, like, people were liking your post, like, liked a post? And, or you think that, I know that sounds rude, but even I fell in the trap, too, of my own mind and all that shit, and sometimes the haters. But Alex, Baby No Money, I know you don't like to go by Baby No Money, but I'm also being respectful of that, because I don't know if I want to go by Alex or, you know, by your stage name. But out of respect, I'm going to go by your stage name out of respect, since, you know, we don't know each other. No offense, so. I won't lie, like, I really wanted to make a post, but I think it's already too late for me to make a post, because it was already, like, 2 days after the post kind of stuff, and so I got a message. Who's messaging me? Kind of stuff, and so... Oh, it's my auntie. Okay, yeah, it's supposed to get really cold tonight. She's letting me know. But, yeah, no, so I was really, I wouldn't say I was really upset, but I was like, damn. Well, fuck, I guess that really sucks. Because honestly, like I said, I did enjoy his music. So, and I still listen to his music to this day, honestly. Even if he does stop, like, I'll still listen to it. I think this shit rocks.
The internet, and he is probably one of the most hated people on the internet right now, or at least Instagram Reels. But before we get into why he is so hated, does he deserve the hate, and some events that may have caused said hate, we first, as always, need to know who bbnomoney is.
Yeah, who is he? Don't have money without the dollar signs. Money, whatever. I'm colorblind.
So bbnomoney, or Alex, was born June 30th, 1995 in...
Yo! We're 95 babies! Yo! And he's older than me by like a month and a half. Like by a... Fuck you. Fuck you. We're the same age, motherfucker. Just because it's like a... Fuck you.
Vancouver, Canada. Yes, he's Canadian. The nice people that you wouldn't want to be in an opposing trench against or accept any tinned goods from them. He was son to an Armenian father and Danish-Swiss mother, and despite what you may think, when he popped out of the womb, he wasn't able to compose Rise of the Valkyrie from memory, or even rival the greatest of our time, DJ Toenail.
Bro, I remember this shit. Like, I remember when, like, this, everyone was saying this was the shit. Like, no, it wasn't, bro. This is ass.
He actually found music rather late in life compared to other artists, and if things went as planned in his life, he probably wasn't going to make any music.
I won't lie, this kind of reminds me of those pictures that you take whenever you're bored and you're trying to be silly, and you're with your friends, and you're at a party. I could, like, I don't know. But have I ever gone to a party? No. But these are the pictures my friends would always show me, like, yo, we had a good time. I kind of like this picture of it. It was kind of funny.
Alex was homeschooled for a lot of his early years, and in an interview in 2019, he recounts his mother trying to get him into piano, but he found it difficult to both read music and understand music theory. His homeschooling would end...
Especially if you're homeschooled and you don't have a music teacher to teach you, yeah, that can be very understandable. That would be very hard, especially if, like, your teacher doesn't know, like, if you're being homeschooled. Like, unless your mom is musically talented, for example, but if she's just trying to teach you, like, off a whim, it's going to be really hard, especially piano. Piano is not an easy instrument, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Sorry, Alex.
And when he reached high school, of which the transition from homeschooling to public schooling, he has briefly stated it made him a bit of a weird kid, which I think is understandable.
That is very understandable. I have that experience before a few times, honestly, from being homeschooled and having homeschooled students in high school, honestly. It does make you be the odd one out, and you are pretty much a social outcast in a sense, because one, nobody knows who you are, because a lot of these, like, this is what, I don't mean, like, this is in a rude sense. A lot of times, especially if you are in public school, and if you stayed around a long time, if you're not like me, for example, you grew up around these same students, same kids kind of thing, so everybody knows who everybody is kind of shit. So everybody has their own little friend group, right? If you are from homeschooled, you don't have that social structure. And you don't, like, what even sucks too is, like, you don't have, in some cases, the social aspect to, like, approach people, or, like, you don't know what to do. And it does make it very hard in some cases for, like, a lot of kids to get those friends. And it's also very easy for those kids as well to be bullied, which sucks. It truly does. They are easy targets for bullying.
When you transition from learning at home with most of your contact being the teachers that were probably your mother and father, to a public school with other kids and teachers that most times are underpaid and detest your very existence. However, despite being in an unfamiliar environment, he both discovered listening to music recreationally and a hobby which he wanted to pursue in the future, which actually was nothing to do with music and was instead competitive swimming. This actually was where his name bbnomoney came from, as when he was a competitive swimmer, he was known as bbnochlorine, which if you even...
That's that's funny. That's clever. That's okay, sweet. Okay, that makes sense because like it's right here. So BBNO. C. Hold on, I gotta go let Titus in. But I didn't know he was into swimming. That's actually pretty fucking cool.
Believed me for a second there, you may be clinically brain dead. I was just checking your dumbass is still listening and not disassociating and drooling over there whilst you organise those Minecraft chests. Anyway, from looking at his swimming record, he took part in a lot of competitive races whilst pursuing
Wait, so did he
this
not
interest,
get that
being mainly
BBNO
active
money?
from 2008.
Hold on, I'm confused now.
Swimmer, he probably was nothing to do with music and was instead competitive swimming. This actually was where his name bbnomoney came from, as when he was a competitive swimmer, he was known as bbnochlorine, which if you even believed me for a second there, you may be clinically brain dead.
I
was just checking your
dead,
dumbass is still listening and not disassociating and drooling over there whilst you organise those Minecraft chests. Anyway, from looking at his
Hey. You get weird names in fucking sports teams and stuff like that. You do one thing, and that's your nickname forever. That's all I have to say.
swimming record, he took part in a lot of competitive races whilst pursuing this
cool.
interest, being mainly active from 2008 to 2012 and taking part in a range of races like the 200 meter breaststroke to the 1500 meter freestyle.
I would have to say that's pretty impressive. I don't know shit. But from 200 meters to 1500 meters, that's pretty... I know swimming takes a lot of energy too, so that's pretty fucking cool.
However, his dream to be a competitive swimmer would be short-lived, as in grade 12 he broke his back whilst playing rugby, or football for those of you in high cholesterol servers, but with his back being broken, not only was he not able to continue swimming competitively, but he would experience lifelong issues such as chronic back pain as a result of the incident.
I broke my back playing rugby in grade 12. It's all good. It was a good learning experience. And then I was like, okay, shit. Well, now I know so much about the psychological effect of pain, and I'm in chronic pain all the time. Like, basically, I have trouble sleeping. Like, it's just my life.
Now with him,
you know what? That's actually pretty impressive with him doing music and a few stage dances, honestly. It honestly explains why he doesn't do a whole lot of dancing himself in his music or on stage, honestly.
His dreams shattered, he would understandably be very depressed.
And when I say this, like, you with a spinal injury like that, I mean, you have to be careful. You can't do a whole lot of things like twisting and turning, jumping up and down a lot, or even just like a lot of dance moves like a lot of dancers do. That sucks.
Because of this, saying in other interviews he didn't really know what to do with his life going forward, and he was only 17 to 18 at this time.
I was an athlete, I used to be a competitive swimmer, and then I had to pretty much give any goal of physical ability kind of.
I'm going to say this right now. I know this is going to be weird, but I'm just going to say this right now. I know this is a side tangent, but I'm just going to say it. They both look really good in those. I'm kind of jealous. They both look really good in those, and I'm kind of jealous. Damn it.
Excellence or endurance play.
I'm jelly.
Super depressed. You know, I had nothing going for me, literally nothing. You know, I'm not the most academically savvy individual.
However, even with this being the worst thing that could happen to him at that time, but long term it would actually be one of the most crucial pivots in his life, as whilst he was recovering he began to explore other hobbies. One of these hobbies involved writing poetry, which
Hi doctor, how you doing? Welcome home. We're watching The Hate for BBNO by RoyalistIsHere. I haven't seen it, this is first time watch, and I actually really truly curious, because I really don't know why there's hate for BBNO. I like his music, honestly, so I don't know. And we're watching it together. Welcome! But I do... So, coming back to here, honestly, where he's talked about his depression... Well, I shouldn't say shit.
Physical ability, kind of excellence or endurance plays, yada, yada, yada. Super depressed. You know, I had nothing going for me, literally nothing. You know, I'm not the most academically savvy individual.
However, even with this being the worst thing that could happen to him
won't say
at that
anything.
time, but long term it would actually be one of the most crucial pivots in his life, as whilst he was recovering he began to explore other hobbies. One of these hobbies involved writing poetry, which turned into turning said poetry into music, and upon jokingly recording himself singing with his friends, this is where he says he gained his new passion, which was making music.
You know what? I'll have to say, that is actually pretty funny and cool. This is gonna be like a side tangent. This is gonna sound so weird. Is when I'm actually really happy he did that. He got himself the courage to actually sing in front of his friends and actually found that, because sometimes when being with your friends and just trying stuff and doing stuff and hanging out, and you sometimes do find that one thing that you really do love, and like, you know what? I want to do something out of this. So I'm happy for Alex.
To music, and upon jokingly recording himself singing with his friends, this is where he says he gained his new passion, which was making music.
Like, hey, let's go to my friend Seb's house. Smoked a ginormous blunt and laughed over a Chief Keef type beat, and I was like,
This motherfucker, I knew I had reason to like this motherfucker. We on the same wavelength, this motherfucker. I fucking love you, man.
He says he gained his new...
All it takes hear me out, everybody, hear me out. If you're of age, all you need to do is take one big hit. And that's where you find, I'm joking. Please no, I'm joking.
New passion, which was making music.
hey, let's go to my friend Seb's house. Smoked a ginormous blunt and laughed over a Chief Keef type beat, and I was like, at that exact moment, I was like, I want to do this for the rest of my life.
At around this point, he was 19 years old and began his studies at the University of British Columbia, studying kinesiology so he could eventually be a chiropractor. As in his own words, from breaking his back previously, he sympathized with people going through the same issues and wanted to give something back. But at the same time, he had just joined his first band with his friends, which was called Broke Boy Gang, with his nickname in the band being Baby Freestyle. However, because the name was so long and didn't fit on his jersey that they created for their first show, a friend would shorten the name so it would fit on the jersey to BBNO $, which he interpreted as Baby No Money, and he thought it was actually quite catchy.
That is
so
pretty
he used
fucking
it
catchy.
from
You know what? Kudos to that friend, honestly. Kudos to that friend.
there onward, which is where he actually got the name he uses to this day. But not too long after, the band he made with his friends would break up and no longer continue making music together. And Alex, or now Baby No Money, went on solo, creating music on the platform SoundCloud. He would see some success, but not as much as
Dude, I remember SoundCloud. That's honestly where I got a lot of my audiobooks. I wouldn't say audiobooks, but they were like the Japanese audio CDs that you got from like a lot of your Ultimate games. And my anime music too was from SoundCloud. And that's where I I wouldn't say met, where I found like a lot of great music too. Especially off of SoundCloud. One of them was actually an EDM. And dude, I wish they didn't delete it. It was so good. But it was on there for like a month and a half, and then something happened, and I could never find it again. I was so upset. I wish I saved it.
compared to in 2016, when Jackson Yee, a member of the Chinese dance and music group TF Boys, used
Never heard
Alex's song Yo Yo Tokyo in a dance celebration for his 16th birthday. And as a result, he went viral in China, and striking whilst the iron was hot, he decided to go to China and started doing shows and concerts there while still being a university student.
yeah!
Following this success in
That's what's up.
2017, he collaborated with well-known artist Young Gravy and continued
Nice,
making more
nice.
music, even releasing a few albums. But once again, none of this success would compare to what he would see in 2019 with the release of the song La La La, something
heard
he
it.
made in collaboration
Not
with
yet.
Y2K and was said to be heavily improvised.
Did I really just forget that melody?
Yeah.
But it was extremely popular. Even to this day, it is still his most played song and a song many know him for. Going past this, he would credit the song's success to platforms like TikTok, where instead of spending money on things like labels or advertisements to push the song out, he discovered all he really had to do was 1. Post about the song on TikTok, usually in the most basic way possible, 2. He got his existing fanbase to pick up the song and push it out with their own content, which in turn would further advertise the song, and 3. BBNO learned to integrate himself and his music into meme culture in a way that music labels at the time couldn't, and if they did attempt it, it came off as unorganic, failed horribly, and made the artist look like an industry plant. This would be a tool BBNO would heavily use in the future when launching new music. Well, that and also mingling with other creators or influencers.
I remember this cosplay, honestly, of him being Sonic. I remember that. I don't remember the song, but I remember seeing it from work, and someone was on TikTok, and I was a manager, I'll be honest, so I was curious, like, hey, would you watch it? And I'm like, because they kind of got scared, like, oh, it's like, dude, we're on break, I'm kind of curious. You know, I like anime, I like cosplay, I'm kind of curious, I'm bored as fuck. So I was like, okay, this is like, dude, I won't lie, that's pretty fucking sick and awesome. I'm so low-key jelly.
To not only push his music, but also expose himself to all areas of the internet, which later on was a blessing and a curse. But he essentially didn't have to pay for advertising at all, as his fans and social media would do most of the work. And he took this a step further when he made the choice to make some of his music copyright free, meaning people that used his music in their content could actually make money from it and not have to worry about it being restricted or all of said money being sucked away. Also meaning I could essentially blast one of his songs for the entire duration of this video and apparently won't get copyrighted. This also meant people would constantly use his music, especially animators and artists, in their content, as not only was his music somewhat catchy and involved in a lot of trends, but he would also regularly show support and commission a lot of said artists, which incentivized them to do it more, which in turn made his music more noticed. But that is the basic summary of where BBNO came from, and how he got to where he is today. The only thing I didn't add...
I won't lie, I mean, that's pretty smart and pretty cool. And plus, he made his music for everyone, so that way, he wasn't, like, he wasn't an asshole about it. And he was really supportive. Like, he gave something to, like, creators and others to use, and boom. And he was very supportive. Dude, what's there to hate?
Was that he still ended up graduating from university in 2019 with a degree in kinesiology whilst also pursuing his music career. And he's still pushing out music regularly with support from his large fan base. So why, after saying all of this, is he so hated to the point where people supported his premature retirement from music?
You look at an insanely negative remark, people are calling me the Antichrist or like comparing me to Hitler. I mean, I don't necessarily know why. I think people just don't like my music, but like, I'm only here for positivity.
Now, as said, BBNO, especially recently, has been getting a lot of hate. But is the hate forced, or is there actually a reason behind it? One of the main reasons people hate BBNO is down to his music itself, with some sharing the opinion it's just shit, with some describing it as straight NPC music or corny, and saying it's so bad that it's like auditory torture, and then there's the opinion that most of his
BBNO fans, when he releases another song, it's just back and forth over
recently released music just sounds all the same. Now obviously music is subjective, and in my own opinion, yes, the person has a bipolar music taste. I don't think BBNO music is that bad to the point where it's on the same level as some of the abominations that were made in the YouTube music and diss track era of the internet. But yet, his music isn't that bad. Would I listen to it on my own accord? Probably not. But to be fair, his most recent song is a change of pace. I'm not Anthony Fantana when it comes to music. I'm most definitely not bald. But it's different. It's not like any other music he's made and he may be going on a musical journey or character arc. But I don't think people hate him and his music down to it just sounding bad. I think it involves other factors like his advertising strategy, with the copious amount of posts he'll make on social media when he does have a new song, to the amount of people he will commission to make animated videos with his music, to him seemingly collaborating with every influencer that has or has recently gained a large following, and with him and his music being all over platforms like TikTok, Tube. Some people feel as though him with every influencer that has or has recently gained a large following, and with him and his music being all over platforms like TikTok and YouTube, some people feel as though he's being—
Oh, you're gonna go see him in May? Bro! Gojo, I'm happy jelly for you. I am so happy jelly for you. Go and see him and celebrate. I can't wait for you either. And that's literally about being 4 months away. Dude! Hell yeah! I am so excited for you. I am so excited for you. Take pictures. Well, for you anyway. Like, take pictures for you. Enjoy it. Oh my god. I'm so excited for you. I know it doesn't sound like it or seem like it, but dude, I'm jelly. Like, happy jelly for you. That's awesome. For realsies.
Music being all over platforms like TikTok and YouTube, some people feel as though he's being forced down their throats.
And having himself animated for the 80th time doesn't make his music any less ass.
Throats and are experiencing so-called BBNO fatigue because they see him and hear his music so much they may eventually get—
But like, I understand that his music isn't for you guys, but still. His music isn't bad.
Tired of him or even eventually begin to hate him as a result. And I think this is just a symptom of his marketing strategy that does very well. It covers a lot of ground. It has spread him to almost all corners and communities of the internet. Hell, he was even in the game Peak. His agent or whoever is setting up all—
Dude, I was so happy when they did this. Like, I did not know this was a thing. Like, I didn't know this was going to be in the game. Like, I truly didn't until my friends told me. And it's like, yo, if you don't do this now, you're going to miss it. We got to play Peak. We got to be in Peak. Come on. And then it's like, I was so happy. I was just there, just jamming. I was jamming. I was even singing to the songs. I was legit just like a kid in a candy store when this happened. I will not lie. This shit was so cool. And then, what was her name? Vanilla Mace, and then Iron Mouse, and then, oh my, that shit was awesome. My favorite, oh, I really don't, ooh, let's see, okay, so Not Safe for Work and Yes Sir would probably be the top two I would listen to, then boom, right after. What about you, Gojo? What is your favorite? Like, it could be like your top 3. Like, because I won't lie. I recently learned that bbnomoney was from Iron Mouse. I didn't know who he was. Like, honestly, I won't lie. Except for like this one time where I saw him of that Sonic cosplay, which is this one. Damn, it was all the way back here. Oh my gosh, it was all the way back here. Where is it? We're using that Sonic cosplay from TikTok, and one of my coworkers had showed it to me. I can't find it. Yeah, I heard of his Gigolo song. That one's actually really good. I won't lie. I listen to that one every once in a while, but not as much as like 2. I won't lie. Yes, I do listen to 1-800. Yes, Sir, Not Safe for Work. Let's see, what was the other one? Boom was another one. Diamonds Are Forever. I really do like that one. Even if those are a different pace of his songs, that one's really nice. I'm trying to go down the list of which ones like I've been listening to. Ooh, I found this afternoon actually. Shoot, which one was it? It's the one that's based off of like. It's a Lowrider. Shit. Check. I think it's called Check. I just learned of it today. I won't lie. Like, I didn't know about it until like I was like listening onto a playlist of somebody's. And, yeah, thank you. It is Check, thank you. And I was like, dude, is this Lowrider? And then he had his own remix too. I was like, okay, I won't lie, this is pretty funny. Like, but every time I'm thinking, like, my brain was like, and next, I'm literally thinking of the Lowrider song. Take a little slower. Dude, I won't lie. There's this one, I'll have to find it again, but there was this meme or slash video my friend sent to me of like the Monsters Inc. And it was the kid in the bed, and it's in the dark, and he's looking at the TV one. It's that one. And it's the George Lopez opening song, and it's a lowrider song. And it's like 3 in the morning. It's like, when you leave your TV on at 3 in the morning. And it's like, god damn it, that or fucking Inuyasha. I mean, it's one of the two. That, or what was the other one? It wasn't Home Improvement, but it was something similar to that, and I had to turn that one down so bad, because that had the loudest fucking opening, I swear to god. It was louder than the Thanks. The THX. Oh, I hated that. But yeah, no. And I hated that about fucking Inuyasha. I hated that about Inuyasha, honestly. It's like, it'd be fucking 4, 6 in the fucking morning, and I fucking miss Inuyasha. And the only way I knew of it was because of the fucking ending song, and it'd be the Boshinashiwa. Yeah, no, fuck it. I fucking missed my show. Damn it, I fell asleep.
All these collabs needs to get a fucking promotion. But it has the trade-off of working too well where instead of people liking you, people start to get tired of you, even if you are simultaneously doing good things like commissioning small and freelance artists.
Yeah.
And it's not uncommon. We recently saw the Pedro Pascal fatigue, which was partially down
Pedro Pascal is in everything. Pedro Pascal.
to him being everywhere in every movie or show.
But apparently he was really good in Fantastic Four. I have yet to see it, so I really don't know.
Pascal fatigue, which was partially down to him being everywhere in every movie or show. And once again, bbnomoney has received a lot of benefits from this effective strategy, like not needing to pay anything towards conventional advertisements like bigger music labels do. But it looks like it has come with the trade-off of people potentially seeing too much of him. Now, another reason people hate bbnomoney is with the claim he is performative, or as some call him, Baby No Backbone. First we had Jelly.
I mean, his spine is broken, bro. I think he has more of a backbone than some people I fucking know.
Now we have this. Where are people coming up with these names? Now this doesn't come from the stunt I mentioned before where he said if he gets 1 million likes he will quit music, and he ended up receiving 4 times what he asked for. And then he made a sad post saying he was leaving, and then a month later came back saying it was all.
I initially posted my retirement as a joke, and then yes! And then I really took it to heart when people showed they cared, and what was that it got so big. Truthfully, I love making music and I love my supporters. I'm going to keep doing what I love. Yes! Yes! Oh my god, yes! Thank you, Alex. Thank you. Thank you! Bros, he's going to yes. Dudes, what are these names? That's a mean name, but that's mean. I'm not gonna, that's no. Dude. He did, and it's Diamonds Are For, I won't lie, I listened to it, and one thing I love about it is, it has stop motion. I'm a sucker for fucking stop motion. I fucking am. Like, anything that's stop motion, bro, I'm in. I'm fucking in. Bring it to me. Gimme. I will. Let me consume that. I love stop motion. That's why I love, what is it? Lakima Films, or it's Lakia. Thank you. And they're the ones that made Kubo. Lakia Films, thank you. But, bro, I'm a sucker. I really am.
Troll, like if you fell for that and actually thought he was going to quit music forever, I don't know what to tell you except I have some gas station Viagra I could sell you. But
gas station Viagra? That shit works like a charm. No, it doesn't. I know. That's why I still buy it. It gives me hope.
This opinion some people harbour of him being performative and having no backbone has to do with multiple things and events. One of which being people think he only follows the current thing at the time or has the safest takes imaginable. An example of this being his opinion on AI, as if you didn't know he is heavily against AI art, and he thinks you should always support and commission real artists instead, which is a very popular opinion and a take nobody really has a problem with.
To all the AI artists in my DMs complaining about the post that I made yesterday, go fuck yourself.
Honestly, I agree with him. AI art is killing artists. Do not support AI art. Oh my gosh. Like, not only is it killing artists, it's killing the planet. It really is. So please stop using AI for this.
Learn to draw.
But the problem some people have with this is the amount of times he has posted about said opinion. He has done it quite a lot, and I think at this point people understand what his stance is on AI art, and they don't need to be constantly reminded of it. And people have pointed out he does this a lot.
Sometimes you have to do that, or else, like, it's not going to get the message across. I mean, you have to tell people, like, no, I'm against this. Please stop putting this into my feed. Or please stop using everything of me into AI.
I agree with that. What are your plans for cleaning up our environment?
What about our traffic problem?
But you could say this is down to his own gripe with AI.
That won't lie, that's pretty funny. That's pretty funny.
Generation, as he's supposedly had people involve him in concerning AI videos. But another controversy that goes with this...
If you're using someone's likeness in AI, dude, just stop. That is one, wrong, and two, that can get people in a lot of trouble. Not just the, like, oh, I'm not getting in trouble because, you know, it's not me. You will get in trouble. You will. Not only will the person that you made the AI of, but you will too.
Critique of bbnomoney is regarding his art competition he held 7 months ago, where the winner would have their art used for the cover of his new song and would also receive
$1,000 for the best meant-to-be cover art. You have 5 days.
$1,000. Now that sounds like a straightforward competition. You make a piece of art and you have a chance of both getting exposure and a lot of money. But this innocent competition ended up with him receiving a lot of shit, because bbnomoney is very vocal about supporting smaller artists over things like AI, but from my understanding some people got mad because he...
I am so I'm able for spending $2,000 on AI to animate the new norm because I'm not paying artists. But bbnomoney is supporting small artists by offering to pay one contest winner $2,000 over thousands of them. That's how a contest works for one. Okay, I'm sorry, that's how contest works. There's usually brackets like 1, 2, or 3. Then whatever the art or the voters vote best, I'm sorry, that's how that wins. I learned that the hard way, and even with like a lot of my art, it's the same way. You want to know something? My art lost to a stick figure. You know what I did? I laughed. I laughed so hard. I was like, damn. Oh, damn. Yo, friends, you want to see a burn? I got the biggest burn ever. Bro, I literally did. I sat there and I laughed. I laughed so hard that a stick figure artwork, literally stick figure. I mean, it literally took the person not even 5 seconds to draw this. Not even 2 minutes. They literally 1, 2, done. Turn it in. And that beat me. I had no complaints. I laughed. I truly laughed at that. I was like, damn. Damn. What took me 2 weeks took this guy 5 seconds and won. But that's how a contest works, honestly. Not everyone wins. You're only going to have a few. I'm sorry, that's usually how it is. And if he's commissioned other people before, he's going to commission other people again. This is just a way for other artists to get exposed too. I mean, think about this. This is exposure for other artists. People who are probably quote, quote, small, who don't have an exposure like he does. So other artists are like the artists who use his platform to like show off their stuff, people who see that are gonna be like, hey, I like your artwork, I want to commission you. It just works around, man. It just works around.
He did not compensate a lot of the artists that contributed to said competition, and some saw it as him taking advantage of his community for free publicity from the people that didn't win but still did hours of work and publicly submitted work for the competition. But as said, he got a lot of shit for this, and it was a big deal, at least on TikTok. And some tried to push the narrative he is performative and actually doesn't care about his fans or smaller artists, and that he just wanted to push his own music. But to be fair, it is an art competition, and in no way did he ever say he was going to compensate anyone but the winner. And this guy is known to commission tons of artists for his projects, to the point where he's probably single-handedly preventing the TikTok art community from going homeless. But even through the hate, he did advertise a lot of the artwork that people submitted, and he eventually did choose the winner of the competition, to the dismay of people who thought others should have won, or that it was rigged, or ironically some accusing others of...
Bro, everyone, that's how like a lot of contests are, especially in like when it comes to art. Like, they'll always say, like, oh, this one should have won, this one should have won, or why did this one, like, it's rigged. That happens a lot, honestly. That really does. It's just a common thing when it comes to contest. I think that comes with, like, any form of contest, So, and I'm sure, for us, it's just a contest. And he's, like Gojo says, he commissioned small artists before. He's going to do it again. He's there for the people who are making a difference. Like, I wouldn't say make a difference, but like in the art community who are trying to get like a living out of this. Yo, what's up, man? Who's shouting dicks at me? I don't see the dicks, but hi, dicks. But yeah. But yeah, no, this I won't lie, because even in like I want to say, because like there was this, it's a Pokemon Discord group that I was in, and they had a whatchamacallit. Hey Cross, what's up? Sorry, I was grabbing something. And they had an art contest, and even that one was like, people were saying, oh, this one should have won, that one should have won. All because like, dicks, yell dicks, Crossing yell dicks, dicks. We're at the Dick's Sporting Good. I can't find any dicks. All I see is balls and sticks. There's no dicks. Where the dicks at? I don't want a stick. I want a dick. No, not the coworker dick. I want the dicks. No, I don't want your personal dick. I want the dicks on the shelves. Where are the dicks on the shelves? You don't have those here. And you're false advertising me. No, false advertisement. I want my dicks on the shelves.
People who thought others should have won, or that it was rigged, or ironically some accusing others of using AI. But that controversy and situation is nothing compared to the next one, as it arguably caused the most backlash for bbnomoney and was the main piece of evidence to support the name bbnobackbone. So on the 29th of May 2025, he would launch a song called Mary Poppins. There wasn't really anything wrong with the song itself, it was like his usual music, nothing really was different. But at the beginning of the music video, there...
Okay, at the time of the recording, I was unaware of certain individuals' ethical beliefs. As a result, I've chosen to censor those whose values I do not support. Additionally, all funds generated by this video will be donated to the PCRF. Okay.
Was a message saying a sec.
At least, he's, as far as I can see, he's respecting the person. I'm going to be honest, if this was someone's ethical beliefs and like they're all that, and they're like, hey, just because I some reason, like, hey, I'm not supposed to have like my face on any form of media or whatever for whatever reason, then okay, I would be more than happy to respect that person and censor their face as best as I can, right? Or is there like something else in this? Like, honestly, was there like something truly else into this? At least he's being respectful.
person had been censored, as bbnomoney was unaware of their ethical beliefs at the time of filming with them. And throughout the video you see this PNG lizard moving around the screen, and that person was the streamer and content creator Asmongold, or as he's more commonly known as the Roach King or Naggle's offspring.
I would have never thought of that. At least he's being respectful. I would have never thought Asmongold was censored. And honestly, wait, isn't Asmongold like into WoW, honestly? Because he plays WoW. He plays World of Warcraft. So that's a Murloc. That wasn't a lizard. If that was a Murloc, that's a Murloc PNG. Bro, I'm sorry. I would have been like, dude, fuck yeah. A WoW Murloc PNG. Bro. I would have been happy. But I would have never thought that was Moist Critical. Or, sorry, Asmongold. Sorry. Correction. Correct on all fronts. Oh, okay. Gotcha. But yeah, no, that's actually pretty freaking awesome.
Moving around the screen, and that person was the streamer and content.
And I would have been happy invited. And I would have been happy being invited to his music. Bro, same here. But, you know, as always, dude, is that not a really good picture of a fucking Murloc right there? I'm not gonna lie. Dude, the PNG for this is done very nicely. He could have been an asshole about this, but no, he went out of his way and respectfully, look.
See this PNG lizard moving around the screen, and that person was the streamer and content creator Asmongold, or as he's more commonly known as the Roach King or Naggle's offspring. But it was thought he was mainly censored because of some of the opinions he has, mainly political takes. And 7 months prior to the release of this video, he was banned on Twitch and got a lot of backlash for some things he said regarding the Israel.
That would have been understandable. Like, he probably did it so that way, you know, Asmon wouldn't get any more heat towards him. That's what I would have seen it as. He's already in, like, something's going on. I don't know a lot about Asmon. I don't know the situation that was going on over there. I really don't. So probably out of respect out of Asmon on his behalf, he's like, hey, I know you're trying to make a video, but I have some heat going on to me, and I would hate to do this to you. And out of respect for me, and out of respect for you, bro, they were both respecting each other.
Palestine conflict, of which he did later apologise, but it's unclear if it was due to this he was censored, or perhaps due to other instances or opinions he's shared in the past, as he has implemented more politics into his content, at least compared to other years. And he has ruffled a lot of feathers, to say the least. But I think in this situation, bbnomoney would have probably been fucked either way. If he didn't censor Asmongold, people would just for some reason assume he fully supports him and agrees with everything he says. And if he did censor Asmongold, of which he did, you get the fallout which we saw after the release of it, which I'll get into in a second. But the only way I see bbnomoney negating all backlash from this from both sides would be him probably making the sacrifice of not releasing or replacing the full video for the music, which would be him essentially pissing away a bunch of money and effort, which is
and a lot of people who actually enjoy the song, people who put effort in this song, like, everyone would have been mad. I'm sure even Asmon would have been upset too. But I also understand, but I would have been upset.
Also quite the loss, so it probably wasn't the most straightforward decision, but either way it means Asmongold made the sacrifice of coming out of his RuneScape dungeon for no reason. However, with censoring Asmongold, as you'll see in the comments of the music video, he went about doing it in the worst way possible because it sticks out more than anything, and just in general creates its own Streisand effect, which was probably the opposite of what he wanted to happen. I think simply just blurring his face would have made a better choice and made him stand out less. But a lot of people pointed this out in the comments to the point where it's the only thing talked about in said comment section, and nobody, and I mean nobody, is talking about the music at all. I think if he didn't even bother censoring Asmongold at this point, yes, he would have been condemned by another group of people, but I don't think people would have noticed as much, and it wouldn't have consumed the comments as much as having a dragon in the music video. But it was his music video, he can do whatever he wants with it. But how did that make people come to the conclusion he is performative or that he has no backbone? Well, people pointed to a clip at a Twitch show where bbnomoney was on stage, and he ripped his shirt open to reveal he had a painting of Asmongold on his chest and proclaimed Asmongold was T-shirt opened to reveal he had a painting of Asmongold on his chest and proclaimed Asmongold was his favourite streamer.
My favorite streamer without indubious question is fucking Asmongold, baby!
I'm sorry, that just pisses off the haters right there. Let's
And some
go.
people saw this and thought he had no backbone because he previously said he was his favourite streamer and now he's censoring him in his music video. But with context, this clip of him with the painting was from the start of 2024, and the filming of the music video itself was also a few months after this in
That makes
May,
sense.
and Asmongold's main controversy was towards the end of 2024 in October.
So-
Now it's fair to make the argument that over time people's opinions of others can change, or on the other side that even before him getting banned, Asmongold has always been vocal about his beliefs, so was bbnomoney really a fan or did he just not notice? But people also pointed to bbnomoney's collab with Hassan, which at the time was before the whole Colligate thing.
I didn't know.
But I think even after Colligate, he
Oh, the jokes are still funny. I'm sorry. We're sorry to the dog for getting shocked, but I'm sorry, the meme was fun. I know I shouldn't laugh. I'm going to hell. I have a special place in hell already. I already do. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have laughed.
has had some other collaborations with Hassan, but it led some to question why he would censor Asmongold but collaborate with someone who in their eyes is said to have extreme views or is just as controversial as Asmongold. And people
was,
also pointed out, apart from
I don't even know anything about Hassan. And I really can't say I know anything about Asmongold either. I only know a few things, but I can't really say I know shit about Hassan because I don't even watch the dude. The only things I know of him are like a few clips of like him shocking his dog and that he's very political.
From Asmongold, there is a lot of other people that could have also been censored, with the most named being Mizkif, which was before the Emiru situation, but he still had a lot of controversy surrounding him at the time, and a lot of people still retain.
Of course. You do have a wonderful night, Gojo. Thank you for stopping by and thank you for coming home. I do hope you have sweet dreams and everything. Do take it easy. Come back anytime. I'm going to try to stream tomorrow, honestly. I know this one was kind of unplanned because my brother wanted to play WoW with me, honestly. And then I had, like, dinner. So I do hope to see you again soon. If anything, do have a wonderful night. Please stay warm. Please stay safe. You're more than welcome to come back. The light's always on. I have Dr. Pepper and I have snacks, so don't be afraid to come by if you ever just want to grab a snack and eat. Okay? Bye. Good night. Sweet dreams.
But he still had a lot of controversy surrounding him at the time, and a lot of people still returned after the Emiru situation, saying they definitely now have a reason to censor him. However, with this situation, Asmongold himself didn't really seem to care, and in fact understood why he would do it.
There's no ill will.
I'm sorry, that post was funny. That post was funny. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one, Asmon. Very generous of them to give me more teeth in the post-production. Never had someone care like that before.
And in fact understood why he would do it.
There's no ill will or any sort of like negativity about it. I just think that he doesn't want to be involved with my politics, and it was like from kind of a long time ago. And
Which
again,
is understandable.
I like bbnomoney. I don't have any ill will towards him. I thought he's a great guy. I've talked to him multiple times. If he doesn't want to promote the kind of content that I do in my videos, that's his professional decision and that's his career. I'm not going to expect people to put their career on the line.
But that was another reason why people potentially dislike bbnomoney or think he's performative.
I was like, bro, I have like 1,000 hours on Terraria. He's like, me too. I was like, the fuck you mean you two?
Conclusion.
I was like, a fellow Terrarian in the flesh?
So with all this said, does bbnomoney deserve the hate he receives? In my opinion, no, not really. A lot of the hate I think comes down to him just being everywhere, which is his primary marketing strategy, and I don't think his music is that bad that you have to immediately turn it off to prevent ear damage.
Yeah, no,
his
this is
usual
not that
music
bad.
is not my cup of tea, but I do think his most recent song is actually something I would listen to and actually
Yeah.
pretty good. And I think bbnomoney himself hasn't really got into any serious controversies to deserve the amount of hate he has got. And once again, with the Mary Poppins video, I think he was going to get backlash either way.
Yeah.
But with the amount of hate he recently has been receiving, it's got to the point where he himself has picked up on it and talked about it multiple times, which is not entirely the best idea. I think it only increases said hate. And sometimes, yeah, the hate is often going to sound louder than the support he receives, but from the outside, he has a lot of fans that love his music, and I don't think he really has anything to worry about. But yeah, those are the main reasons people hate bbnomoney. It was interesting to look at his story, and that's basically it. I hope you go sound to a fishing hook, and that's all I really had to say, and bye-bye.
Bye!
So then...
Alright, thank you for that video, Royalty is here. Thank you. I honestly did not know any of that, honestly. So, I'll have to check out the Mary Poppins, because I never heard of it. So, I'm going to listen to it. I didn't know Asmongold was in it. I think that's pretty legit and cool. And I think what's even cooler is that he has, even though his face is covered, which, you know, out of respect for both parties, it's a WoW Murloc face. And what's even funnier is Asmongold even commented and said, "Ha, y'all gave me more teeth. I'm so happy. That's funny." And he has no ill will. Both parties have no ill will to each other, so that's pretty cool. That's really neat. And honestly, I'm really happy for bbnomoney/Alex. Out of respect, I am just going to keep calling him bbnomoney since I don't know him personally, know him by his first name, so I do respect, out of respect, so sorry, I apologize. That he's continuing on to his music. I'm really happy, honestly, so fuck yeah. So thank you, Royalty. That was a really good video. Give him a shout out, give him a follow, give him support. I greatly appreciate for all of y'all for watching that with me. Like, thank you. Sure.